welcome, Leo, to your end of the month reading for July. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's look and see what's going on with you. Best messages coming out. And guys, if you are interested in relaxation, meditation, or guided meditation, please check out my second channel. I have everything that you need to know in the description area under the video. And if you are looking for personal readings, I also do those found in the same place in the description of every video. Okay, so it's always there for you. Okay, let's see what's going on. This message is coming out. We have the Ace of Wands, new project and inspiration, the urge to want to create. I also feel, though, that you may have this person that is also trying to give you this reconciliation. They want to come back with some kind of an apology. They want to start things new with you. So I am really feeling that it's like, okay, so you have two things going on here that's coming out. Like, I have the urge to want to create new things, but it also feels like they want to come back to you, and I'm really feeling this. But it's also like I also, on that note, right, I'm going to have boundaries. So somebody might want to come and make some kind of new, kind of a reconciliation with you for the new opportunity, but it's kind of like you're saying, okay, we'll see, but there's going to be new rules. There's going to be new things that are going on when it comes to this relationship. So I kind of see this card as a 2-in-1. It's almost like I'm out there, I'm manifesting, I'm looking for the new job, I'm doing what I need to do, but yet you're over here on the sidelines kind of saying, hey, are you looking at me? Are you paying attention to me? I want to have a reconciliation. I want you to look at me. Ooh, look at me, look at me. Where's all that coming from? Right, with the Page of Pentacles, could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo who really wants your attention. They're really over here trying to get you to take their pinnacle. I'm telling you guys, there's two things going on here. One is that you're very focused on your own pinnacle. You're very focused on your money, your career, the things that you want to be focused on. And this other person is, look at me, look at me. I want to start something new with you. Yeah, can't deny that. You have the Two of Cups coming out. But it's almost like you're saying, okay, so we have this connection. How healthy is it? How healthy is this connection? Are we actually going to set new rules, new boundaries? Are you going to change your ways? Are you going, how are we going to connect? Well, for some of you, it could be a spouse or someone within the family, or it could be a love situation. It's, maybe they want you to move in with them. They're saying, come move in with me, but you're like, I don't know. Because it almost feels like, you're never on my side. Whoa. Winning at all costs. Okay, so now we're kind of seeing this. Okay, they'll look at me, look at me. The Narcissist card comes out, wouldn't surprise me. Or some kind of emotional immaturity going on over here. It's kind of like, I don't know, but I need you to grow up. But I need you to also stop trying to compete with me. Okay? Maybe they never want to see you win. They're always, every time you feel like you're winning, they take your sword away. Obsession with work. They may feel like you're obsessed with work, you're obsessed with your pinnacle and not giving up. Why do I keep feeling, look at me, what is this? They need so much attention. Almost to the point where it becomes an annoyance and almost like a competition, but they're keeping you down with their own intentions. The Lovers again. So you're definitely having some kind of love situation. Like I said, or it could just be a family member to get how it resonates. But I'm definitely getting a soulmate connection over here. But it's not a very healthy connection at this time. It's more like a very karmic. It's almost like a learning experience. Like I'm learning from you. But yet it's almost like they're taking away your faith. They're keeping you grounded, winning at all costs. They're keeping you down in your intentions. It's almost like they don't like to see you win. It's almost like when you're winning, I'm going to clarify on that because we have the Three of Swords in reverse now. It's almost like you're releasing the pain. They're coming in with these intentions of wanting to heal this with you. They want your forgiveness. They are feeling very optimistic about you taking them back or fixing this with them. But it's like you're very obsessed with your own work. You're kind of like looking at what you need to do from a realistic point of view. And I just don't feel like you think that this is very realistic at this time. So I do feel like you are transitioning and moving on away from them, or they feel like you are. Let's say you're not, but that's the way they feel. Okay, you're trying to find your own inner joy, but there's a lot of smugness. I think you are giving them smugness. I think it's because it's like, look at me, and you're realizing that they need all this attention. And it's like, but yet when you get a foot up, it's like they want to be in competition with you, or they want to win it all. They just want conflict. I'm telling you, they're not for your goals. They're keeping you down. How are you going to be with somebody who wants everything from you, but yet they feel like there's some kind of competition with maybe money or the way that you're moving? They could also know that you're moving away from them in the money range. Maybe they are feeling you definitely moving on from them, and you're nurturing yourself because now you're paying more attention to yourself than them. That's why it's look at me, look at me. So I wouldn't 100% say for the majority of you that this is actually narcissist. It's more of I need a lot of attention. So I'm going to kind of backpedal a little bit on the narcissist. It did feel like that at first, but now the more it's going, now you could say I am dealing with a narcissist, but for the majority of you, it feels more like someone who doesn't have self-approval. It's almost like they can't give themselves the self-approval that they need. So since they have lack of faith and success within their own life, they almost feel like they need your approval. But when you start moving forward, they're like, no. I don't want to see you win. It's all about me. How is that possible, though? It causes an upheaval. So they have a lack of... That is just crazy. They have no self-esteem. They have a lot of negative self-talk, but then when you move forward, they don't like to see you winning. That's just, this is crazy reading. This is the craziest reading ever, guys. But I see it, but you're transitioning. You're saying, but I'm going to take the death card. I'm transitioning. I'm going to end this cycle. So I see you actually ending this cycle when it comes to this person, whether it's a friend or however it is. You know, it could even be like I would say kind of like a false mask situation in some ways. It's like maybe sometimes they tell you they're happy for you, but then as soon as you get your Nine of Cups, it's like they want to take and destroy everything you worked for look at me, look what I'm doing. Clarify on the Five of Swords, please. Because yes, I see impulsive behavior and very unpredictable behavior from the King of Wands. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. The King of Swords could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini. Could be even a Libra. I have the Empress up here. Could be Taurus, Libra as well. I do see that there's a lot of discipline and a lot of truth coming out of you, as you have to stand up kind of for yourself, speaking your own truth against what they're doing. Yeah, they're in disregard for anything that's going on within the situation. So they don't really have any... Okay. So they, even if they know that they are kind of self-sabotaging you or putting you down or never want to see you win, I just feel like every time you feel like you're winning, you're getting it up, they want to bring you down a level to make themselves look better. Because they have lack of self-discipline. Yeah, they are not moving in any real direction. So there is kind of an aggression and an arrogance that's going on with this, but also a carelessness when it comes to your feelings and the way that you're living your life and the things that you're doing. You would think that someone would want to be happy for you, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like, they don't really take in consideration. And when their mouth moves with that swords upside down, boy, becomes careless towards, your heart. I see a lot of letting go, a lot of change and a lot of release over here. So I would say that there's going to be a lot of change and release coming from your side, because it's just like everything you're trying to do, it seems like they are trying to sabotage you of positive energy. Yeah, devil card coming out. Yeah. Yeah. But yet they have this, for a lot of them, they have this codependency on you. This makes no sense. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which just in the reverse, which just feels like it's just the same cycle, the same song and dance. So I'm going to forgive you, and then as soon as I tell you I got a promotion or something awesome is developing within my life, you're going to step on me and or try to compete against me, to do better than me. What is this? What is this childish behavior? It feels very high school. Um, and it's almost like that, but they have no direction. But they don't really have any direction. But it does feel like there could be a lot of codependency on your side. So if you're taking care of this person, see, but that doesn't make any sense. Like if you're taking care of this person, then why would they want to be so against your goals and so against everything? I mean, because if you're going to make more money and you're taking care of them, they're going to grow with you. This makes no sense. It just feels like this is a lot of very heavy childish immaturity going on over here, where they feel like they want to compete against you. It's almost like, yeah, competing against your wealth. It could even be somebody at the workplace, a really, really good friend, who you just feel like you can't get, it's almost like every time you get ahead in life, you want this reassurance from them as you're planning for your future, but then you feel like you have to retreat or you have to keep it to yourself because this person never wants to see you win. It could even be your own mom. Oh my gosh, your own mom or dad. I do have the Empress and the Emperor. So it could definitely be your mom or dad doesn't want to see you winning. Maybe they're trying to keep you down. Every time you call them, tell them you're doing something awesome, it's kind of like they cock block your whole happiness. You see what I'm saying? It's like they completely stand in the way of you feeling any kind of joy, any kind of security, any kind of wealth, or, like, oh, well, you still have a long ways to go. You know what I mean? Before you hit the levels to where you should be, something like that. There's something going on. And for some of you, it definitely could be parents, who is kind of sabotaging this situation. Oh, we didn't have the Emperor. I'm sorry. The Emperor's here, though. The Emperor's here. I'm sorry, the King of Wands, but here comes the Emperor now. So it could be your own father, grandfather, parents. Could definitely be somebody older than you. And if it is a parent, it could be the way they're structured, the way they're raised. Maybe they feel like, unless you make this much money, a year, you haven't done shit. Well, when you make that much money, then give me a call and I'll be happy for you, type of scenario. Or I'm so glad you're going to college, but until you have that college degree, go ahead and give me a call. Yeah, and it's almost like they're watching you, but they're also avoiding you at the same time. Um, what they're avoiding is the understanding of, oh my gosh, of seeing you win. They're avoiding seeing the truth of how much you're coming up. So it's, yeah. So it's like they're watching you and they know that you're coming up. They see that you're doing good, but they're like avoiding the truth. They're avoiding, right? So what do? They cause conflict to the situation by trying to bring you down or trying to compete against you. Oh, it's definitely you, Queen of Wands. I mean, for cross watchers, if you want to say, it's the Leo doing that, then that's, see it how it is. But I'm telling you right now, Leo is, the majority of it. It's you who's saying, you know what, I'm courageous and I'm tough and I'm going to get through this. And even though you don't see my aspirations, you don't see my leg up, you don't see my rewards, it's there. It's there. And it's just like you just keep co-creating over here and just keep in your power. And Spirit says it's a good thing. Just keep yourself in your own power, right? Do not allow yourself to be struggling and feeling down over this person, because this person doesn't want to see you win. They don't want to see your ultimate happiness. And if they do, it's to the point to where it's so what? Almost unachievable. This is a card of unachievable. It's almost to the point where it's like your expectations of where I'm going to go, or so unachievable expectations that I may never make it there. So you're saying I'm never, you're never going to be happy for me unless I achieve this. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and that's why I'm saying it could be a parent or something. And then for others of you, it's almost like you're keeping yourself with high expectations, but their impulsiveness and unpredictability of where you're going is like, as soon as they see you winning, they've got to grab that and pull you down. So take that how it resonates with you, right? Because someone is definitely, no matter what, they're against your intentions of getting a leg up, or they just almost feels like they can never be proud of you no matter what you're doing. Spirit says, don't let that bug you. That's their problem. Don't let that hold you back. That's on them. You keep going strong. You are achieving what you have. Keep your happiness and your wealth and your stability safe within yourself. Okay, if other people can't be happy for you, that's too bad. But they can't come back and say, I'd like to be with you. I would like to fix this with you, and then do the same damn thing again. Don't tell me they're not going to do the same damn thing. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's saying the same thing is happening over and over and over and over again. Different, it could be a trench. We're going to try this differently on a new foot, but it's going to end up the same. So it doesn't matter how many times we redo this, the ending is always the same. Unless they literally want to see something, change. And it's almost like, even if you said something, they're not willing to understand it from your point of view. So it says with the Magician, you just keep seeing the magic and building the magic around you, because in the end, it's going to be all about you. Because you know what, guys? In seriousness, 10 years down the road, they may not even be here anymore. You see what I'm saying? And so who are you building this for? You're building it for yourself, or you're building it for your family, for your kids. You see what I'm saying? So you can't build something and let them use all these negative things against you with the devil over here. And I mean, he's sitting straight up at me like, I'm here, this is what it is, and I'm not going to let that go, right? So no matter how many times you allow this to keep going, right? And even though it's like, I'm going to put out boundaries, I'm going to make sure that things are different, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be different. It literally shows that the devil is too strong, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is too strong in this reading to say that it's going to change. No matter how much that love sits there. Do you see? The love is here, the devil is here. It's almost like it's overshadowing itself. You're putting out all this love, all this care, all this beautifulness, but the devil keeps overshadowing. It's like the devil just keeps, it's like if you had all this brightness to the situation, it's almost like this darkness veils over you, and then it gives you like no room to breathe. It's very claustrophobic. This reading's almost very claustrophobic in itself, just knowing that someone can weigh someone down, right, with that kind of negative energy. So Spirit says, keep going strong, and remember who you are. You're so strong. You're Leo, you're the lion, you're courageous. You live in the moment, you live in the present. Not only do you live in the present, you also live in the present for the future. I don't know too many Leos that actually live in the past. But the problem is the past keeps repeating itself because of this person, right? Because of this person won't let go and say, okay, look, this is where we're going to let this go. We're going to let that melt away. Blame. Whoa. So Spirit says there's a lot of blame going over here. You're going to say, I accept the responsibility for my well-being. I'm not going to allow them to use this as the blame game, right? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. There's that love in that Lover's card. Like I said, there's a lot of love over here, right? But there's a lot of grief and a lot of surrender. I understand that losing something is the opportunity to appreciate it. What did I say? like I said, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, it may not be there. Is it worth? It's not up to me, it's up to you. I'm just the messenger. You take what you need, right? Surrender. I can release my need to control. But it's kind of crazy because we did see the control over here, but over here I did see the chariot where it says there's no control. It was almost like you're having lack of control. It's almost like you're losing control. And I think it's because when they come in and they want to, keep putting you down or keeping you under their foot about the situation or not seeing it's almost like it does make you kind of lose control. It makes you kind of lose control of emotions, right? So Spirit says, no, 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 no. And there it is again, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. But you know what though? You're Leo. You're not going to 100%. You're not trying to 100% try to change the past. I know exactly what's going on. I have Leo rising, and I have a lot of Leo in my chart. My sun is Leo as well, and I'm telling you, what you're doing is you're saying, okay, maybe I'll accept this again. I don't really see a lot of you accepting it anymore. But what they want you to do is let it go so that you don't let them kind of worm their way back into into that space, right? Because how are you going to feel like you're doing exactly what you need to do when you have this darkness in your space? So I don't really feel like changing the past is so much for the majority of you. It's obviously there, so it's for somebody. But for the majority of you, what I'm trying to say is you're so future, I think you just don't want to go back to the past, right? You don't want to feel that regret. I could have changed something in the past. Maybe if I would have done it this way in the past. I mean, we all have some regrets no matter what. But for many of you, I'm just saying I don't really see you as really cannot changing the past so much as not wanting to return to something that was past that you said no to. And that's why I believe you're saying no. That's what I was trying to say. It's kind of hard sometimes. It's kind of like, how do I say that? It's like, how do I say that? Because I don't feel you're trying to change the past. I feel like it's like I don't want to return to the past. Thank you. That's the word. Oh, Jiminy. Yeah. Yeah, because you feel more disciplined. I can accomplish what I set my mind. Yeah, because you're feeling more disciplined. And I think that that's where the big thing's going to come to the past as well. I think you're going to look back and you'll be like, And yeah, I mean, so like I said, some of us do have regrets. I mean, we all have a little regrets no matter what. Because it would have been that carelessness, like, why did I do that? But that's why you have new boundaries. I'm telling you, you're putting up new boundaries. If you take them back, either that or you're giving them a new opportunity for a better understanding of how this is going to play. And it could even be the understanding of the new opportunity we have here is we're not playing like we did before. We're not on that basis anymore. So whatever that is. General readings, right? Now getting an overall card for the situation. Woo. Success and growth. I like that. I'll leave it there because you know what? It's saying I know. I know where my success and growth is. I know where I'm succeeding. And if they don't want to be there to be proud of me and see what I'm seeing and see me triumphing and being victorious within the situation, then you forget it. It's not worth it. Wait a minute. 778. Look at that, my friends. 778. Wow. The divine message coming through of the way that you're manifesting and the way that you're co-creating things, right? So it's almost like the divine is saying, you're pushing where you need to push. You keep pushing because you have victory on your side. You already know deep down inside, my friends, that you are victorious. Just because someone wants to push you underneath their thumb or keep you under the foot, which is wrong, right? Because it's heartbreaking to even think or know that they're not that happy for me or they want to compete against me. You keep going strong and everything's going to come exactly the way it needs to come in for you, And, it's even to that point where it's like you don't even need the aha, I told you so moment. You don't even need that because you already have it. They are unwilling to see it or they don't like seeing what you have. For a lot of you, what I think it is There's two things. It's mom and dad, they want to see you. They cannot admit that you're doing good, or they want so much more that it's unachievable, right? It's like years to come, right? But they need to be right there to help you get out that gate, to say, yeah, you're doing a good job with that milestone, you're doing good. For somebody else, it's just straight up competition. They don't want to see you success at all. They want to be better than you, no matter what. It could even be a sibling. Wow. Okay. Keep your wits about you. You got this. You're very strong. Remember, my friends, you are Leo. You are the strongest fire sign in the deck, right? In the whole zodiac. Till next time, my friends. Yeah. Yeah, I know Aries wants to be that, but you know what? I'm not going there. Till next time. Peace and love. Bye.